Okay. Vicky, you are on. You are on, baby girl. You are on. Big time.
Okay. Well, the big announcement is coming our way is a conference titled The Making of a First Class Woman. In 1 month from now, in July, the 12th, 13th, and 14th, which is the second week of July, and that's a Thursday, Friday, and a Saturday. We'll be gathering for 3 days, 3 times a day, and we'll learn everything that's going to shape us into a first-class woman. Amen. And the registration is $300. So mark your calendars. It's the making of a first-class woman.
And this conference is just for women. Men are not allowed because we will be talking about things that men are not allowed to hear.
Bishop, you are right.
So even if I hear something, even if I hear something, I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to apply it till I die. I promise you. Do you guys want men to come to this meeting too?
No.
Good. Good. No, I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Florence. Where is Florence? Where is Florence of Australia? Yeah. J from V, where are you? So this meeting is for women only. It's only for women. And, well, let me say this. Even though I am a man, I will put this way. Even though I am a man, I have been adopted by the women. So I hope. Lizzie, can you speak on my behalf? Why are you quiet? Why don't you try and save my butt?
You are a representative. Jesus is representative.
Okay, but that is not quite how some women look at it. So, Lizzie, where are you? Talk for me, please. Talk for me. Huh? Why don't you speak for me? You see, all the women are all here looking at me, and I'm the only man in their midst. You should be speaking for me. Please, speak for me.
It's gonna help when if you talk about the man's point of view and the women's interpretation, how to make that better for us, how to do things differently. So the man's interpretation, the woman's interpretation is different.
Okay.
To get insight on that one?
Well, can you help? Can you deliver me from the women?
That's what I'm saying. You as a man.
Okay.
You understand the man's thought process.
Yes.
You understand the woman's thought process.
Yes, I do. Big time.
Together, so you can interpret it so that we have a better walk and a better way of doing things.
Good. So that means I'm allowed to come to this gathering. Okay. Geneva has accepted. Lizzie is still thinking about it. I don't know why she's still thinking about it. This is frustrating. This is very, very frustrating. Why do you even need to think about it? This is something that you should just make a quick decision and it's over with. You are giving these women out. Your silence means that you are giving them ammunition. You are giving them weapon bullets for them to shoot me. And that's not fair. I trusted you with my life, and here you are giving me out to the wolves. Mary is even quiet at this point. Look at that. I don't have anybody. Only Geneva is speaking for me. Thank you, Miss Geneva. See, when it come to women thing, women are women. They are very strict for their things. They're very, very strict for their things. Not even Pearl, not even Zelina. At this time, all of them go and hide and wait. Yeah, with their eyes all looking out and looking at me like, "Arr."
Yeah, you are protected.
Okay. Okay, Mary, so I've heard Geneva, Mary, okay.
I'm telling that you are a representative.
Oh, thank you very much. And now Mary is speaking. Just look at what Lizzie just said. Lizzie just said, and Lizzie. And what did Lizzie say? And Lizzie.
I said you are protected. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you very much. So we are going to do it like we did the fasting for champion. It will only come to those who register for it. After this conference, I'm going to spend like about 10 minutes or so or 20, and then I'm going to put the registration thing in there for people to begin to register. You won't forget it because I have been told that I've reached a place where the real women who are going in for the best of the things of this world are going to emerge, or they're just going to stay there, or they're going to leave. Because if there are hundreds of people and you see 90 are up there and 10 are down here, the 90 are not going to come down to come and grab the 10 and take them up there. They are not going to do that. So you are going to do what everyone have been asked to do to get up there. I don't think $300 is a whole lot for 3 days of 9 meetings. And you have the broadcast for yourself. Either before or after the broadcast, we'll begin to work on the materials that will come out of that for you.
Sure.
It's gonna be a very difficult highway for me to travel, because there's a whole lot that I want to bring to the women of our ministry, the women of our business. And there are conversations that need to be only for women, not for men. So you see, we are even going to cancel the regular general conference on Friday and Saturday for that week. We are going to cancel it. and pay attention only to the women. And you are not calling in with the regular conference calling number. You'll be given a different number that you are going to call. And only those who register will have that number. Please do not call me or text me or write to me to try to have a conversation about that meeting concerning whether you can pay or you cannot pay or you will pay after the meeting. It will be completely out of my hand. Miss Geneva will be handling that, and Miss Mary. When Miss Geneva is not around, Miss Mary is handling that. So it is completely outside my power to do anything. This has already been discussed and finished. So don't call me because I cannot help you, because I'm not the one. I'm not the one organizing it. It is the women who are asking for this. The women have been asking for this for a very long time. And the reason why we are doing it this way is that a very strong consultation has been done. And that consultation was that if we ask you to fly with me to Las Vegas, during those days, many of you are not prepared for that. Some will not have the money to fly. There will be people who will say they will do it. But I do not want few people in my meetings anymore. So that's why we are giving you the opportunity to save your money and instead use that money, use the $300 and pay for registration and keep the rest of the money that you will have used for hotel room, for feeding, for taxi, for Uber, or taxi cab, for airplane, or for driving for many hours to Vegas, because that's where I would like to hold this kind of meetings. At either places like Flamingo or Red Rock casinos or other places. But I can't do that now because many of you will tell me you don't have the money. But we have to do it within our means. That's how it goes. I am looking forward to having 100 women come to register for this conference. Go and get some money, register your family members and let them participate in this meeting. Your daughters, register them. And as I've said, please do not call me concerning the meeting, because there are other people who are in charge of it. They give account to the ministry, and that comes under, not even under the ministry, that comes under the LLC anyway. So please do not. How many people are ready for this kind of thing? Let me know. How many people want?
Yeah, ready.
Okay. Because once we talk about money, many people will be like, wow. But when it has to do with this kind of thing, when it is free, well, one of the reasons why we put money on something like this is so that we can find out who are really serious about it. God uses money and material resources to find out who really wants something. That's why when people like Rosalind and Mary and Vicky and Geneva, etc., and Florence, etc., I mean, there are many of you. They will stick out and put their money out there on a thing. I see why they do well. Because, listen, my father never trained me about money. He began just at the last year of high school was when my father began to talk to me in earnest about certain things about life. My father never prepared me or my mother for marriage, or for friendship, or for relationship, of how to behave in public or how to relate with people, job situation, marriage, how to raise children, how to do business, establish a business. Nobody. Talk less of your taxes, how to organize yourself. Loyalty, those things are not discussed anymore. And that's why many of you have failed in money, in business. Some of you have purchased houses, cars. You've lost them all. Fasting for Champion was for everybody who cared to register. But this is the making of a first-class woman. It's only for women. Because many of you do not know that you are to be separated from all the women of this world who have been invited by God the Father, chosen by Jesus. And now you are to be separated to be a lady. There are some of you want to go and buy very nice shoes to wear. You want to go to Victoria's Secret, buy new panties, new bra. Go to Macy's, deliverance, all these big stores. Get yourself $100 or more, or $120. I mean, just within you don't want to spend too much so that your husband doesn't complain. You want to just buy something quality, some quality perfume. Instead of wearing those big eyeglasses that make your eyes look as big as an owl or like a monster. Old headmasters of those days who will beat the hell into you if you make a mistake in school. You want to wear sexy eyeglasses, tinted look, bling bling. Have you seen the eyeglasses of Miss Geneva? The one that you wear during morning, it will shape into the morning weather. It knows the weather. Or like the one of Miss Ladry. During afternoon, it switches to afternoon. During night, it switches to night. It switches to the weather and how it is. And looks beautiful on you. And now you are wearing a glass that is making your face to look like something else. And you look so ugly. But when you remove it, you look very nice. Instead of every time you're wearing some long skate, like you were born in ancient Anglo-Saxon, ancient Britain. Big ballerina that is of no use. You need servant to hold the buttocks of the ballerina, of the whole thing. You want to wear a tight, beautiful pant or trouser or jeans. And a top that look very beautiful on you. Why are you still wearing bra that make your boob to all fall? Why? Why are you doing that? Do you really look good on that? And your husband is telling you, we don't have money. You are okay the way you are. And when you remove your wig, you look like a mad woman. And sometimes you wear the wig. The wig even make you look more like a crazy woman because it doesn't even fit you. And they are telling you, forget about it. You're fine the way you are. Jesus is Lord. Which Jesus is Lord? Ah, come on. Jesus is Lord. Woo! And you don't feel good about yourself. You want to purchase a house. They tell you, we don't really need a house. Do we? You've been driving one car for the last 20 years. Constantly braking on the highway. Oh, don't worry. Your car break down and your husband go to lay hand on the car to pray for a car. Are you serious? Jesus of Nazareth, can you help me and deliver these women? I've seen husbands who are so stupid. They are suffering from their only sickness is being stupid. Going to lay hand on the wife's car that cannot start, that broke down on the highway, to pray in the name of Jesus and start blasting in tongues on the highway. What has Holy Ghost got to do with stupidity, with somebody who is stupid? And an idiot of the highest kind, a fool. Sell that car, trade it in, sell it as junk and buy a brand new car. And you are going to lay hand to pray for the resurrection of a car. Oh, Jesus. Whew. Yeah. She's wearing the same shoe that she was wearing when she gave birth to the second child. Same shoe. Some of you, when I visit your city, please allow me to come and look at what you have. Because we need to change some things. Yeah. Oh, Geneva, I did make an appeal to you in the afternoon video, so go and check it out when you are done, okay?
Hey.
I made an appeal to you and another appeal to everybody else and something. I'm not telling you what it is.
Okay.
I love all my mama Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why we need this. I want to set the women up to become first-class women, so that anywhere you enter, everyone's attention focus on you. You become the star. Mary, write that down as part of what I'm going to do. My greatest desire is to turn you to a star, so that wherever you enter, you capture the attention of people who matters. Not just anybody come to talk to you. Oh, can I have your phone? Can I have your phone number? Oh, can I have your email? Oh, can I take a picture? Oh, who are you? How are you? No. Remember the story that I told about that that African American lady parked a beautiful car and she was walking from a store into her car. Beautiful car, looking very nice. And these two African American men were running after her. He said, "Excuse me, madam." She turned around and she looked at them and she kept going. They keep following her. They were running after her. They also packed their car and they were running after her and they keep going. Excuse me, madam, please. Can we talk to you? The lady turned around and looked at them and said, "This is exactly her word. Please, this is not my word." Because many people want to hear something and use that against somebody. This is exactly the word she said. She turned around and saw them as they were approaching. She said to them, she used the N word. She said, "You N people, turn back, get back. You can't afford this pussy. It's too costly." And she kept walking on. And they were shocked. Yeah, and they were shocked. Yeah, they were shocked. And they turned around and they went back. She told them, "Look at two of you, gators. You gators people, you can't afford this thing. This nest is too costly. You can't afford it. Get back." And they went back. Because she knows that's what they were after. Are those the kind of people who can marry a woman? No. Are they the type that can buy her a car? No. Can they afford to buy her a house? No. Can they afford to put her in a better job than she has? No. So what are they looking for? She knew. You told them, no, don't come near me. I don't even want to see you. Your character and your looks. There are certain things that I've already dictated to Mary today. About 20 or 30 of it. I'm still working on them. And I'm going to expose those things to you. I'm going to show you how God sees you, how men see you, how the devil see you, and how the universe see you. And after that, if you fail to be a first-class woman, then you are the one who has made that mistake. Because many of you do not know how good you are. Many of you do not know how beautiful you are. Many of you don't even know how smart you are, how intelligent you are, how creative you are. And I want to awaken that back in you. You are not going to die and leave this earth without being a first-class woman. You see women living in America and Canada and Europe, first-class nations, and they behave like people that live in the forest, in the bush, and that's not fair. How do you manage your money? So most of the program gonna also be, please let me share with you, it's not just me talking to you. Most of it will be a discussion, private discussion. To be a private discussion that we will be discussing things about managing money, doing this. So if you are not the type that is gonna speak up and contribute, don't come. Register your family members who are women, your daughters, register them and ask them to key in. Because immediately after each session, they will receive the video to it and they can keep it forever. It's theirs. And they can go through it again. Because let me tell you, life is a school. You need to be taught. If you think that you know this school, and nobody teaches you, and nobody tells you, do not move. Don't make a move. And then you obey, and you don't make no move. And it saves your life. I can assure you, every woman that I've told, don't go into a marriage, they went into a marriage, many of them have died. Those that their husband were trying to push them out of a marriage, I told them, stay there and fight for your marriage. They are enjoying today. Others, I told them, is the devil that is trying to destroy your marriage, and I was right. Others, I told them, they are married to a very bad person and a very bad atmosphere. They need to get out of it. And they did, and immediately they went out. 1 week later, what they couldn't get in a 20 years of marriage or friendship or relationship, they got it in 1 week. So what do we call that? So beginning sometime tonight, please go in and start to register. If you do not know how to use the internet to register, then you will call the 316 number. That will be the number you are to call, not the office. You are to call the 316-512-6944 so that you'll be hooked up with Geneva or with Mary or with Victoria. They are the one that will be registering you. Or you shoot your money order or your check immediately to P.O. Box 2491, Wichita, Kansas State 67201 USA. If you take this lightly, then you're gonna mess up the rest of your life. And if you feel that you don't need it, you don't need to worry about it. All right. Victoria, remind them the dates. Remind them the date of it. Remind them the date.
Okay. Excuse me. Okay. This is 1 month from now, which is July 12th, 13th, and 14th.
Good.
So Friday, that's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And we'll be meeting 3 times a day. And some of them will be very intense conversation. There will be intense conversation about sex, money, marriage, being single. How do you know that you are to be a single person? Mary, I hope you go through this broadcast. You and Geneva and Victoria, go through this and give me the highlights. How do you know you are someone who belongs to a marriage group? How do you know that you are somebody that belongs to a single group? So that you don't waste your time trying to befriend a man, trying to marry somebody, when you are naturally not for that. See, there are women who are made for single life, and they think they are made for marriage. I can bring a man that is a billionaire into your life, and you will chase the person out within the next day. Even if the person buy you the whole world, you will also go out there and look for other men. Geneva has a name for them. Geneva, what's the name you call such women and such men? You call them some N something? Some natural something?
Some people are natural hoes.
Okay. Oh. No matter what you do for that woman, she's going out there. Just forget it. She doesn't want anybody to control her life. It's not that she's a bad woman. It's just that that's who she is, naturally. She doesn't want anybody to tell her what to do. She would rather be a mistress of a single man or a married man and not be responsible for anything. And if you are that kind of person, just accept it, that that's who you are. And stop yourself from trauma and problems. And focus on your career and on your natural who something, whatever Geneva calls it. At least we understand what that means. Concentrate on your game. We call it the game. Concentrate on your game, because that's what you naturally enjoy. That's why she call it natural. Because that's your nature. So I want you to be true to yourself. You'll see a woman who is what do we call it? A woman who has very tiny little sexual libido. No appetite for sex. And she wants to marry a man who is a natural whore or something. And there's nothing you can do to keep that man in that relationship. See, we are playing with words here. It's not that we enjoy using those words. I told you the story of a woman that got married to this tall, big dude. And they belong to the church where people, a man and a woman don't have sexual contact until after the wedding night. And after the wedding, they went to bed to go and try out their luck. God bless them. See, I tell you practical things. And when the man took off his pants and his underwear, the woman goes, "What is that? What the heck is that?" She shouted, "Jesus, what the heck is that?" Everything in the man's body grew. The man is a big belly guy, big dude, 400 pounds, tall. Everything grew except his dick. No, no. See, that's why you have to come to this. You have to come to this meeting. You have to go and register for this because it's gonna be exciting. You will be laughing from morning till night from what you are going to hear. Yeah. 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 The woman was, "What the heck is that? Where is it? Where is the dick?" I'm telling you. So the woman said, "What?" The woman said, "What happened to you? What happened to you?" He said, "Well, everything grew." I mean, the man's dick was the dick. It looked like the dick of a 1-year-old boy or a 2-year-old boy. Tiny little thing sticking out there like a little shoot of a plant coming out of the ground. Just a little tiny things being there. You can see the balls hanging around it, and the thing just shoot out like a tiny crop just coming out of the ground. Peanut, yeah, that's the word, peanut. And the woman goes, what am I gonna do with that? What am I gonna do with this? This is and the woman goes, "What do you expect me to do with this?" And this is the woman who belonged to the holiness movement, Holy Ghost movement, Jesus thing. And she cursed out. She stood up from that bed and she said, "Bullshit." And the man goes, "What did you just say? You just cursed?" She said, "Yes, bullshit. I'm going for annulment tomorrow morning. I'm going for annulment tomorrow morning." And she did. Yes, right there and then she became really born again. She saw life for what life really is. Oh, yes. And they started quarreling. Yeah, they started quarreling. Yep. They started quarreling right there. Yep. They've wasted all these thousands for marriage that didn't exist. And the next day the woman went to court. She didn't. These are people who are very strong in their doctrine, very tough on on you never commit adultery or fornication, you never curse. She changed on the spot. She didn't consult the pastor. She didn't consult the deacon. She went straight.
That's right.
She involved the police in case the man wanted to put her, because this is a big dude. And they annulled it. I'm serious. They annulled the marriage the next day. Yeah, she brought her family members. Her family members came. The police came and they packed her things, and she moved away. She said, "You can have that rented property." Thank God her name was not yet on the rent. Her name was not yet on the light, on the utility, nothing. She just packed her thing, put in her car, you know, on her way. Listen to this. This is how funny it. Yeah, this is how funny it was. This girl was so angry. This woman was so angry because she was already in her 40s, and she promised herself that this is the time that she's going to settle down and enjoy life and have fun. And here we go. The devil is a liar, she shouted.
Yeah, you didn't have much time on that anyway. The warranty wasn't that long.
Oh yeah, money back guarantee. Yep, money back guaranteed, big time. Yeah. You know what she did? On the way out of that apartment building, she took the wedding gown. I'm serious. She took the wedding gown. She told her brother to stop. She took the wedding gown and put in the trash can and said, "Let's go." That's the end to marriage. She stopped going to that church. She said, "How?" And all they should have done would have been to come to me, for me to tell them what to look out for.
Yeah, but she didn't love him, Bishop, because you could be married to somebody and something can happen to them. That's no reason to leave them.
My dear, she did the right thing. Let me tell you, she did the right thing. Don't live a lie. Let me tell you, you do not need to live a lie. Huh? Do you hear, Pearl? Do you hear what Roslyn is asking you? Will you have stayed?
That depends on if that's important to her. So that's very important to her.
Right. You have to be true to yourself. Don't pretend about what you don't want. Huh?
I just got married.
You've just got married.
Together. Yeah, if he had some money, she'd still be there.
No, the guy was wealthy. The guy has money. The guy has money.
Unfortunately, it could not buy him one of those.
No, it couldn't. And this is...
I like that.
Let me tell you...
All the money in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me tell you, there will have been women that they saw the Jaguar. There will have been women who saw the Jaguar on the driveway. There will have been women who saw the Jaguar on the driveway, who saw the beautiful apartment where they live, who will have seen how much he makes. They will pretend. They will pretend, and they will be having a boyfriend or go back to an old boyfriend and be having it out there. Because let me tell you, why we need this program is I want every woman in my ministry be true to yourself. Don't do anything out of fear.
No.
Do everything because it will profit you. That's who you are. That's what will make you happy. Because you can just fool yourself around with trustful for so long. When life really come calling with its challenges, you will change and go back to who you really are. I'm serious. And that is why a lot of people are hypocrites. I know women who don't like their husbands. And they fly back to the country where they're originally from. They go there 3 times a year. And they are going to to their old boyfriend for something. There are some women who knows their husband cannot make them pregnant, and they go back to their old boyfriend. All the children in that family that she has born come from another man. There are smart women in the world, but this particular woman is like, because it's complicated more than just that he had a tiny little dick. He cannot make a woman pregnant. And this woman wants a child also. She said the devil is a liar. What on earth is that? Yeah, she doesn't want to go behind a man to be doing, and I like that. Let's face it, I like that.
Yeah, well, in a few years it wasn't going to work anyway, so I guess she was just trying to get what she could.
Well, this one is that she's not getting anything. And by the way, she told the man, she called the man and said, do you want your ring back? The man said, I don't want nothing to do with it. So she went to somewhere and sold it. She didn't want to keep it. She sold it. Put the money in her pocket.
Well, isn't that what they call buying a stick in a bag?
Tell me about it. The brother went and dropped her in their house, and the brother went back to the trash can and got the wedding gown and went and sold it. Yeah. The brother took it out before somebody come and find it. The brother took it, gave it to a dry cleaner, they cleaned it, and the brother sold it.
That's it.
Yeah, and yeah. The woman was so mad at him. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me how little your dick was? Damn it!
So, if she was so holy, she wouldn't know one from the other unless she was like a doctor and then we've seen them all.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, they are. just don't worry until the program begins. The making of a first-class woman. You are going. There are a lot of things we don't want to talk about because we are too holy. No, I'm going there. I am going there. Thank you, Roslyn. I love you, Roslyn. You are going there with me. We are going to change. We are going to change all these holy women so that they are holy and they are smart. Dude, put that pant down. Let me check you out first before we start talking.
Oh, you have to do
Even if there is no sex, why don't you guys talk about those things? Why can't those things be talked about? They don't want you to know the sickness they are carrying. They don't want you to know how little whatever is between their leg is. They don't want you to know what kind of libido they have. They don't want you to know how much money they are making. They keep all this away from you and cover it with religion until you get it.
You have to do the vinegar treatment. You have to do the vinegar test.
Tell me about it.
I want to know.
What do you call it? What do you call that test?
You got to pay for that one.
What do you call that test?
You got to come to the conference for that one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're gonna come for the Holy Ghost test. Yep. I have very smart women with me. All right, I'm going to pause this video. We are going to use this video for the advertisement. What do you call it? Vinegar test?
The vinegar test.
I love it. I love it. Roslyn, I really like that test.
All I know is you clean meat with vinegar.
Oh, Jesus.